Obon Guest. Hausa, a Nigerian exchange student, spent her first Obon in a small town in Okinawa. She loved all the bright floating lanterns swaying over the water, the cicadas drone pressing against the quiet night, and how families placed offerings at the butsudan for their ancestors. Inside the house, the butsudan was placed in the zashiki, its small doors opened wide. Offerings crowded the altar, several bowls of rice and pieces of pork. She found it fascinating that they'd offer this much to spiritual ancestors. The shroyo uma rested among the offerings. Bunches of fruits surrounded the altar with nothing but candles lighting up the room. Her host grandmother always lit sticks of incense and bowed. Her hands would tremble slightly but steadied as she held the incense, the trail of smoke always curling around her hair. She'd mumble prayers before setting down another plate. Every evening, after the prayers, they called Hausa to the table. They fed her steaming bowls of rice, slices of pickled radish, and cups of tea. The grandmother always pressed her to eat more. "The dead take the first bite from your shadow," she said. "What you taste is only what's left." A chill suddenly crept over, but nonetheless, she laughed off the superstition. She missed her own family's Durbar festivals back in Nigeria, but this too felt sacred. Still, she could not help her curiosity. The altar food looked no different from her nightly meals. One evening, her curiosity got the better of her. She quietly crept toward the butsudan, listening for any footsteps, any sign of anyone coming in or watching. She could feel the warmth of the rice ball in her hands. When she was sure no one was watching, she took a warm clump of rice from a tray and bit into it. It tasted plain, ordinary, just like the rice balls her host grandma feeds her. She ate it quickly, holding back a smile. The silence after she swallowed was loud, pressing her ears as if the room were holding its breath. A wave of unease washed over her, but she just brushed it aside. Later that night, she watched the lanterns drift on the river, feeling someone's watching gaze upon her. She looked around the room to see no one else but her. On her last night, their dinner was served on the chabuday as always, simple and warm. After they'd eaten, they stepped outside to enjoy the vibrant and festive fireworks bloom across the starry night sky, marking the end of Obon for the year. She smiled, enjoying the fireworks bursting over the town, feeling as if it were a goodbye from the ancestors. Hausa bowed to her hosts, gratitude welling in her chest as she thanked them with a smile. As she turned to leave, the grandmother slid a mirror in front of her. At first, the darkness blurred her reflection. As her eyes focused, they widened in horror. Instead of seeing herself, in the reflection was a hollowed face with hard black skin, its mouth stuffed with rice. Behind her, the ancestors were waiting.